very important. You need to get a strap. If you don't have a strap, find some kind of belt, or you could actually use a stretchy band also and and tie it in a knot. And I need you to make it like hip width apart, not the wide hip part, but the narrow hip width apart. So mine, for example, is about this wide. We're going to use that around our ankles later on. So let's sit down on your mat for a moment and I'll tell you about the class. So today's class, we're going to really work on the core, strengthening the core, and then also stretching the hips and the lateral side of the body. So several poses specifically to stretch the muscles that attach to the IT band, because you can't actually stretch the IT band. Let's get started on our mat right away. Lie down. My name is Kelly, and this is Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good morning, Maxwell. Hi. Hi. All right. We need to get to our practice, okay? So lie down on your mat all the way. Put your head on the floor and bring your knees into your chest. You need to go out? Okay. Everybody, knees to your chest, on your back. There you go. Take your chicken. Bye-bye. On your mat. And now make sure your head is straight and your neck is straight and your head is flat on the surface. Place your left foot on the floor and take your strap and place the strap around the right foot like this. So I've got the loop right, and I'm placing my foot in the loop. And just hold the strap lightly with the hands. You don't have to clasp really strong. Just kind of relax and let the weight of the arms pull the leg in towards your body. And you'll feel a hamstring stretch all the way up the back of the leg to the back of the knee. And I want you to take your right hand and make kind of like you're making an L shape right there. Take that and press into the crease of the leg and the hip. Give yourself a self-adjustment right there. You'll feel that stretch, lengthening of the lower back and stretching at the hamstring right there. And then you can just kind of lean the leg over to the side, and you can keep your left foot on the floor, or if you want to increase the stretch on the other side with the flexors, extend that leg out. You'll also feel the stretch deepen in the back of your right leg. So again, take the hand, make an L shape, and press into the crease of the leg and the hip. But then relax your shoulders right there. And I'm not bringing the leg all the way across. I'm just leaning the leg over. My lower back is on the mat. And then lift up all the way. Bend your knee, pull that knee into your chest, and set your right foot on the floor and your left foot in the strap, in the loop. And just reach up and hold right there for a moment. And settle, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Becoming present in the moment in your practice. Exhale. You're here. Inhale. You showed up for yourself. Engage in your breathing. And now you're going to, holding the strap in your right hand, just lean the leg over to the side. And then make an L shape with your hand like that. So spread the thumb away from the fingers or the palm. And then press the thumb into the crease of the leg and the hip right there. So push it away from you. Relax the shoulders right there. Lean the leg over, but keep the lower back on the floor. Just notice the tightness from each side. Maybe one side is tighter than the other. And you can extend the right leg out straight. Get a little more stretch in the back of the leg, right there, the outside of the hip. Relax the shoulders. And again, you can't stretch the IT band, the outside of the leg, but you can stretch the muscles that the IT band connects to the leg. So the IT band connects from all the way from the hip, all the way down the side of the lower leg, the larger bone in the bottom of your leg. Press the hand gently one more time, one more breath. And then exhale. Now lift up your leg. Bend your knee, pull that knee in towards your chest like half happy baby. And the bottom of my foot is facing the ceiling right there. And remove your strap. Place the strap on the floor. Grab your knees and make a circle side to side. And then go the opposite direction. And then pull the knees into your chest and let's roll up, tap, roll back. Roll up and tap the toes and then roll back. Do that one more time. Roll back and then roll up and hold. Set your feet on the floor and let's set up for boat pose. Strap beside you on the ground right there, looking forward. So flatten your back first, then lean back, and you can hold your knees. Then lift up your right foot and lift up your left foot and hold right there. So just holding in a general position of boat pose. So you're not down here and you're not up here up high. You're right there in the center. Knees together, then point your feet. So press into the balls of your feet and pull your toes back right there. So that engages your quadriceps. And reach your arms to the sides of the legs. Fingers point toward the toes. 3 more breaths. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. And then exhale. Nicely done. Put the bottom of your feet together and hold your ankles looking forward. Sit up tall. Feels super good. Lean in right here with a flat back. Stretching the inside of the legs right here. And you can use your elbows to press your knees down as you lean in and flatten your back. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Lean in more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lift up your body. Bring your knees in towards each other. And grab your strap. Again, if you don't have a yoga strap, grab a sash of a bathrobe or something that you can tie. I want your loop to be about like that. For the purposes of this, if you have one of those mini bands, those mini flat bands that are stretchy, you can actually use that right here. But for the purposes of yoga, I'm going to use my strap and place the strap around your ankles right there. So it's, again, hip width. It's going to feel hard, you guys, at first. But you're going to place the strap around your ankles and press your feet, or place your feet on the ground right there first. And look forward. Now you're just going to lean back, like coming into boat pose. Hands on the mat. Lift up your feet right there. And flex your feet. Reach your arms. Now pivot one leg up, like you're scissoring the legs, and then pivot the other leg, or parallel the legs. Now pivot the other way. And then center. Stretch the legs out a little straighter. Reach one leg up high, one leg low. Reach your arms to the side that your leg is up. Center. Separate the legs. Pressing out in the band the whole time. Pivot one leg down, one leg up. Reach the other side. Nicely done. Do it again. Center. One leg up, one leg down. Reach. Center. One leg down, one leg up. Reach the other side. Do it again. Let's do it 4 more times. Reach center. Leg side, or leg up, and leg down. Reach. Center. Just try to get one breath of air right there. Exhale, one on each side again. Upper, lower, reach to the side, center. And then one more time. Inhale, exhale, center, and put your feet on the floor. Nicely done. Move the strap. We'll come back to that in a moment. Feet on the floor, edges of the feet. Sit up tall, looking forward, and tip your body forward right here, flat back. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift up. Coming into cat and cow position, or table position for cat-cow. Hands on the floor. Spread your fingers. Lower your belly towards the mat. Look forward. Put the top of your feet down. Press your feet down. Now round your back. Cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then cat. Neutral spine. So that means your back flat. Now press into the hands and tuck your toes under right here. Lift up your knees, hover the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Feel the core engage right there. Set your knees down. Now reach your right arm and extend the left leg right there. Reach, really stretch the arm and leg for 5, 4, pulling the abs, 3, 2, and then 1. Set your hand down and your knee down. Reach the left arm and the right leg. So here's the thing, guys. You want to have the arm up to the ear so you can't see your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Set your hand down and your knee down. Hover the knees. Press your hands out like you're splitting the floor apart. Now crunch the hands in like you're scrunching the mat. Now press the hands out like you're pulling the mat apart. Now scrunch in. Pull apart. One more time. Scrunch in and set it down. There's your core training. One more time. Right arm. Lift it up beside the ear. Left leg. Straighten that leg. Flex your foot. Straighten the leg all the way. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Set your hand down and your knee down. Reach your left arm. Right leg. Flex your foot. Reach the arm beside the ear. Spread your fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the arm. Inhale. And then exhale. Set your knee down. Child's pose. So knees separated. Place the top of the feet on the floor and reach your forehead. Tap the forehead to the ground right there. Shift forward. And when you shift forward, I want you to reach your hips towards the mat right there. So you're kind of taking a knee plank. And then shift back. Hips to glutes. You can bring your big toes together. Tap the forehead. Shift, bring it up and shift again. Hips reach towards the mat. And then tap the forehead, child's pose. Lift up, tuck your toes. Plank. Knees to the mat. Child's pose. Tap the forehead. Do that again. Plank, tuck your toes, lift the knees right there. Hover, knees down. Child's pose. Let's add a little bit more intensity. Shift forward, plank, tuck your toes right here. Chaturanga. Push the ground away, lift back up. Knees down, child's pose. Tap the forehead. Do that again. Shift forward, plank, tuck your toes, lift your knees, chaturanga, or elbows bent 90 degrees. Push back up, knees to the mat. Downward, or child's pose. Tap the forehead. One more time. Tuck your toes, plank, lower down chaturanga. Push back through. This time, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Happy to be here. Press the floor away, guys. And I want you to lift your heels up, separate your feet, and then tip the heels over to the right side. So right side first, push the floor away. It's called a twisting downward facing dog with the hips. If you reach the left arm forward more, you'll feel the side of the left side stretch just that slight bit more through the lat. If you're slipping, get your grip. Place your hands on the floor, lift your heels, and tip the heels over to the other side, right there. And then reach the heels are to the left. I'm going to reach my right hand to the right a little bit more, kind of opening my body to that right side right there. Press the hands into the ground. Move that hand back in, lift your heels, right leg up. And then step your right foot beside your right hand. So right on the center, or right beside the thumb, set your left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Let's lift the head up. Inhale, reach up. Hello, everyone. Pull your abs in. Exhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Reach the right arm up right here. We're going to come back here later and stretch the side of the hip and the leg. Reach up. Hamstring stretch right there. Flex your foot. So like we did before where we made the L with a hand, you can actually take that hand and press right there in the hip crease, lengthening the hip back, flattening your back. Now place the hand on the floor, set your foot down flat. Press the floor down, lift up that right leg, and step your right foot down to the ground. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward and set your knee down. Inhale, lifting the body up, gazing forward, abs in. Exhale, place your right hand to the mat and twist, reach up, stretch right there. Exhale, bring the hand down. Walk your hands back, hamstring stretch right there. And again, hand, right? Press into that hip right there. Breathe in, flatten your back. And then place your foot flat, hands on the mat, lift up that left foot, and come to downward facing dog. Now lift up your right foot, step your right foot halfway forward in the center. Then lift up your left leg, step in front of the right foot, and then the right up, step in front of the left foot, and cross the right over your left. So now you're crossing your shins. Walk your hands back toward your feet. So stretching the lateral part of the hip right here. And I don't want you to press so much into the back leg that you're locking out, this back knee. You want to press that foot down and have this leg engaged. Drop your head all the way over. Relax the neck and shoulders. Keep pressing into your feet. Inhale. And then exhale. Take another deep breath as you relax your shoulders. And now lift up halfway and walk your hands forward just slightly so that you've got space. Now you're going to cross the left in front of the right. So changing sides right here. And you can try to line up your pinky toes or your toes, get them lined up. But the more important thing is to not hyperextend this back leg. I'd rather you think about or focus on not hyperextending back here and leaning, folding forward with your feet side by side. Now changing over to that opposite leg side, the glute, the outside of the glute, the outside of the lateral part of the thigh, down across the outside of the bottom of the leg. Inhale and exhale. Now lift up halfway, walk your hands forward so you have space. Uncross your legs, hands to the thighs. With a flat back, stand up all the way. Reach up overhead. And bring your palms together right here. Set up. Get myself situated. All right. So palms together, reach up. I want you to clasp your fingers, point your pointer fingers, and cross your thumbs. Right there. Now reach the arms up straight, really, really straight, beside the ears. And then lean over to one side. And as you lean over, Slightly reach that hip out. Feel the side of the body stretch right there. Gazing forward. Don't drop the head forward. So reaching the arms straight. Really, really engage with the feet. Reach up. And by the way, your feet should be about hip width apart. Lean over the other side. Reach up. Stretch the arms straight as you can. So you're pulling or pressing your hands into each other. And as you straighten the arms, you'll feel that side, the opposite side stretching along the arm, the lat, the side, the hip, down to the knee, pressing into your foot right there. Press into that side. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Roll your shoulders back. Figure 4, or standing pigeon pose. Lift up your right leg. Place your right ankle on your left knee. If you need to hold something, no problem. Hold up something so that you can balance. Otherwise, balance on one leg, press your hand into your knee, and you can hold the ankle of the other foot. Relax your shoulders right there. Sink your glutes down. Press the knee down right there. Inhale and lift up and change sides. So starting with practicing our balancing first. Bend your hips like you're squatting. Place your ankle on your knee. Press the hand down into the knee and grab your ankle right there. Good. Press that knee down. Relax your shoulders. Feeling the outside of your leg stretch. The hip. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Now stand up all the way and step to the front of your mat. Reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, fold over, hands come down the center line of the body. We'll get into a sequence. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Go through a vinyasa, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Looking forward, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg as you breathe in. Pause for a moment. Push the ground away, reaching the left heel. And then turn your right toes out. So your toes are just turned out slightly. And then reach the leg to the side right there. Just hold. Now shift forward, plank with the leg to the side. Just try. Core training right there. Lift back up. Extend the leg straight. Bend the knee, reaching the ball of the foot over to the other side. Then extend the leg straight. Step your right foot forward, coming to warrior 2. Set your left heel down. Keep your hips where they are. Warrior 2. Relax your shoulders. Look over the front hand right there. It's a little dancing warrior right here. Reach the right arm, palm facing up. Left hand goes behind. Reach the arm over the ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Side angle. Form on your thigh. Reverse. We are going to add on from here before we go to the other side. So a few poses, and then we'll go to the other side and repeat. Form on your thigh. Reach up and over. Look straight out, straight body, straight sides. You can turn your palm up here with your form on your thigh, or reach down for the floor and then gaze up. Warrior 2, parallel your feet. Hands to your hips right here. Shoulders back. Look down at your feet. Press your toes down, press your heels down. See that your feet are parallel, so not turned out at all. Then holding your hips, press your hands into the creases right there, the fingers into the creases, and reach the glutes back as you hinge forward. And then all the way down to the ground. Hands to the ground between your feet. Drop the head all the way over. Relax the shoulders. Feel good pose right here. Straighten your legs as much as you can. If you need to, slightly bend the knees. Reach the right hand for the right ankle, left hand for the left ankle, and pull against the legs. So leverage, holding the legs, the ankles, the head hovering over the floor. No need to put the head on the floor right here. Place the hands in the center. Core training. So your back is flat, fingers on the floor. Press into your feet, reach the right arm, straight, straight back, left arm, straight. Inhale, exhale, 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1 more breath. And then reach all the way up, lift up the arms, and then reach forward and back, or to the sides, reach the arms to the sides. Now we're gonna face the front of your mat again, and just turn into that to a lunge position. Set your left knee down, hip flexor stretch. Take this to a hamstring stretch right there. Use your hand like an L. Press into that hip crease right there. Drag that hip back. Press the heel down. Now set your foot down flat. Lift up your left knee. Here's your lunge position. Reach the right arm up right there, and then pivot and turn and drop the hip down. There's your hip stretch. Lateral side of the leg stretch. Lift up, set your knee down, walk your hands back, hamstring stretch. Drop the hip back or draw the hip back, press your heel down, just like if you were pressing your hand into the hip crease. Put your foot down, walk your hand forward, lift up your knee, and again, turn, drop the hip right there. Inhale, lift up, hamstring stretch. 1 more time. You ready? Press your heel down, put your foot flat, hand forward, lift up your knee, reach the right arm up, twist, and pivot. Drop the hip down. So my right toes are facing that way, foot's on its side, lift up, hand on the floor, downward facing dog. Go through vinyasa or stay in downward facing dog. Going through vinyasa, lower down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press your feet into the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Lift your left leg. Push the floor away. And reach the right heel towards the ground. Then turn your left toes out. Just hold that. Notice your hamstring, lateral part of the hip, when you add torque with a twist. Then reach the leg to the side, right there. Then shift forward plank, holding the leg to the side. Core training, lift up. Then bend your knee, twisting, 3-limb dog. Extend the leg straight. Warrior 2, step your left foot forward, set your right heel down, bring it on up. Right here. Dancing warrior for a moment. So keep your hips as you move the upper body, the arms and the shoulders, keep your hips level where they are. This knee over the ankle. Press that knee out. Arms like this, reverse. The palm faces the direction you're moving in. And side angle. Here or here. Lengthen the sides. Pull the shoulder back. Reverse. Right here. Arm over the ear, reaching the arm, reach a little bit further, straight arm, and then side angle. And then warrior 2, parallel the feet. So now I'm turned away from the screen, but relax the shoulders. Right here, grab your hips. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna reach the hips back as you hinge forward right there. And then place your hands between the feet, all the way over. Drop the head, reach for the right ankle and the left ankle. Pull against the ankles for 3, 2, and 1. Relax the neck. Hands to the mat, lift up halfway. Walk your hands just slightly forward of your feet. Then reach the right arm. Relax the shoulders, or square the shoulders. Left arm, hold for 3. Press your feet down. 2, and 1. And then hands to the mat. Walk to the front of your mat in a low lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up. You can tuck your toes under back there, or put your foot flat. Exhale, half split. hand, make an L. Press into the hip crease, right there. Squaring the hips, point your toes up, don't let the foot fall out. Now, lunge position, but lift your knee. So watch. So my hand is just slightly forward of my foot. So my thumb lines up with my big toe. So just like you were coming into side plank, but instead of coming into side plank, you're going to turn your feet out like that and drop the hip. Arm over the ear, or hand here. Reach. Set your knee down. Walk it back. Hamstring stretch. Hip crease, pull it back. And then put your foot flat. We're going to do this 2 more times. Lift up your knee. Turn. Reach the hip. Throw. Stretching through the side right there. Press the floor down. Spread your fingers. Reach up. And then hamstring stretch. Knee down. Walk it back. Call it the hip dip. Drop the hip down. And then foot on the floor, hand on the floor. Lift up your knee. Turn. Hip dip. Right there. IT bend stretch. Nicely done. Lift up. And knee down to the mat. Hamstring stretch. One more time. Flex your foot. Drop the hip down. Press your heel down. Make that adjustment. Foot on the floor, hands on the floor, come into plank, go to downward facing dog or vinyasa. Shift, lower, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll finish on the mat with a few seated poses. Inhale, lift your right leg up. So we're going to string it all together. Listen to my cues. Turn your toes out. Shift your leg to the side in downward facing dog. Shift forward plank. Lift back up, downward facing dog. Bend your knee, opening up the body. No need to flip this. Extend the leg straight. Step your right foot forward. Warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior 2, parallel the feet, hands to your hips. Hinge forward. Hands to the mat between your feet. Drop your head all the way over. Reach for your ankles. Pull gently. The body between the legs. Straighten the legs. Hands between your feet. Lift up halfway. Flat back. Reach your right arm. Left arm. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Turn your feet. Set your knee down. Hamstring stretch. Press your heel down. Draw the hip down. Now here's our hip dip. Hand on the floor, lift up your left knee, turn your feet, drop the hip, lift up, hands to the mat, hamstring stretch. Let's do it one more time, just to do it. Hand on the floor, lift your knee, turn, hip dip, lift up, hands to the mat, lift up your right leg, downward dog, vinyasa. Or stand downward dog. Plank, lower, exhale, or inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up your left leg. Go ahead. Turn your toes out. Reach the leg side. Shift forward, plank. Lift up. Leg back, 3-limb dog. Bend your knee. Open up the hip. Extend the leg straight, step your left foot forward. Warrior 2, reverse. Side angle. Warrior 2, parallel your feet right here. Hands at your hips, hinge all the way over. Hands to the mat, reach for your ankles. Add leverage, pull against the ankles. Hands to the mat, walk them forward a bit. Reach the right arm, left arm. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out, flat back. One more breath. Hands to the mat, walk your hands to the front. Knee down, hamstring stretch, flex your foot. Put your foot flat. Right hand, lift up your right knee, turn, drop the hip right there, and lift up. Hamstring stretch. Flex your foot, press your heel down. Foot flat, hands on the mat. Lift up your right knee, turn, dip the hip, lift up. Hand to the mat. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa, last time. Lower. Upward facing dog. Pull your chin in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels and step to the center of your mat. In Malasana. Turn your toes out. Bring your palms together, thumbs to your breastbone or to your heart, looking forward. Press into your heels. 3 breaths. Inhale. I hope you broke a slight sweat there with a little repetition of our program. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. So about 5 more minutes and then we'll be done. Hands on the mat behind your hips. Sit down and grab your strap. Now place the strap around. Well, I'm waddling side to side to get the fleshy part out from underneath my sitting bones. So sit up tall. So feel the grounding of your body. Place the strap around the left foot right there, shoulders back. And have your right leg straight. So straight out, right out of the hip right there. And you want to have some alignment right here. So then lift your leg, reach down, grab closer to your foot right here. And then just kind of lean the leg over, similar to when we were on the floor, stretching this outside, this lateral part of the hip. Draw the elbow in, so you don't want to pull too hard, just a light pull, and this knee is straight. Now reach the arm up. So my left leg is up. I'm reaching my left arm up and over, holding the strap with my right hand, and then I'm going to look back at my back hand right there. Press and flex. Press the right leg down and flex your right foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Set your left hand down behind your hip. Look behind you. Press into the floor, adding a little more torque or a little more energy to the pose. And then reach up and over and lower your leg. Change sides. So opposite foot. Press this leg down all the way. You ready? Now I'm going to go ahead and reach down as far as I can with my arms straight right here. So a lot of people will start bending their elbow. I want you to straighten your arm. Now, lift up right here. Maybe I can reach down further now that my leg is up. Shoulder back. Try to get this arm as straight as you can. This leg straight. Lift up. Now change your grip with the other hand, the left hand, and then reach the right arm up, overhead, and then behind. Feel the shoulder stretch right there. Now turn your gaze side and turn and look behind. Draw your elbow in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hand behind you, fingertips down, and look over the shoulder. And then look, reach up, reach over, and reach for your foot. Lower that leg, and remove your strap. A little more core training for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll finish on your back. Draw your shoulders back, lean back, right leg up, left leg up, right here. Point your feet. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale. And then lower down right here. Shoulder blades all the way down, right there. Hands on the floor. Scissor the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Now flutter the legs. Now you can come up higher, lower back on the floor, palms on the floor. My head is off the ground. My shoulder blades are lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now scissor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, flutter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Place your feet on the floor. Press the shoulder blades down into the mat. And tuck your pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. Lift up the hips off the mat. The last pose. Bring your palms underneath your hips. Walk your arms underneath you. Again, tilt the pelvis. Lift the hips. Feel the front of your body stretching right there. The hip flexors, the thighs, the quadriceps. Breathe in if you need to. If you feel pulling at the knees, at the top of the knees, just turn your toes out slightly. Breathe. 3, 2, and then 1. Inhale. Unclasp your hands. Lower your hips down. Lower back to the mat. Nicely done. Right ankle on left knee. Bring those legs in. Figure 4 stretch. Our supine pigeon pose. Press that knee away. Relax the shoulders. And then set your left foot on the floor. Keep the ankle on the knee. Cactus the arms. Tip the knees over to the side. So the final stretch specifically for the muscles that connect to the IT band, just kind of pinning that leg down with the opposite ankle, pulling the leg in, but I want you to pull your back towards the floor. 3, 2, and then 1. Lift your legs. Extend the legs up straight right here first. Place your left ankle on your right knee. Bend your left, bend the right knee, and pull those legs in. Supine pigeon pose. You can use your elbow to press this knee away. Back of the head flat on the floor. Let your thigh go. Place your foot on the floor. And then cactus the arms. Tip the knees over to the side. Turn your gaze over to the right. Pull your back towards the mat. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. One more breath. Lift the knees. Bring your legs into your body, feet facing the ceiling. So look, so the bottom of your feet facing the ceiling, reach the arms on the inside of your knees and press the knees into the elbows, and then reach around and grab your feet and keep pressing the legs into each other, or the legs into the arms and the arms into the legs, and pull your knees down towards the ground. Breathe in, lower back, de-stressing, relaxing. One more breath. And now bring your legs in, give yourselves a hug, pull the legs in tight, cross your ankles and roll up. Seated position. Sit up well, sit up tall. Bring your palms together, the edge of the thumbs to the brow, in gratitude. The edge of the thumbs to the heart, and thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. I enjoyed the practice today. I hope that you did too, and I will see you again next time.